Welcome back to the garage. There's things going on outside the garage door. It's supposed to snow. Alright, let me close this down so we don't get the stutteriness. Wait for it. Okay, quit. So today, we're going to play around with iPhone voice control. I recently discovered some of the updates on it the other night, and we're going to be making a video about it on the main channel, but, among other things, as you may have seen in the super long title, I'm not in the best mood, and I wanted to hop on here and chat and stuff. We've got it all set up here with screen capture, so let's make sure this is even working. Let's see here. Which account is it? I think it's that one. Should probably make sure I made the video public. Sometimes that happens. Hey, it says we're live. Make sure I made the video public. Alright, we got audio and stuff. Let me post this in a couple spots, because YouTube notifications and stuff. Hey, what's up, Jordan? You're always the way I can tell if the stream's working, because if I'm streaming at a reasonable hour, you're always the first to comment. Okay, send a couple links here. Plus, Jordan, hang on. Turn down the music. Plus, Jordan, I know you use iOS voice control quite a bit, and I discovered how awesome it was recently. So we're going to play around with that. In a minute here. I'm going to be making a video about it on the main channel here soon, but I figured I just wanted to chat tonight because wheelchair problems. I don't think it was the DME's fault, but I got a call from the doctor, and they're like, "Ooh, you're not even eligible to get a wheelchair. What are you talking about?" Anyways, lawyers have been dispatched already. Good times. Okay, let me go back to chat here. Live chat. Hey, what's up, Gary, Austin, Jacob? I don't know what's changed in the last few months, but when I got my Quantum Forefront, the doctor had no problem submitting all the information, and it was approved by the insurance company in less than a week. So I don't know what changed this time, but they're like, yeah, we might be able to get you a power chair, but like absolutely no seating functions or anything like that. It's like, do you guys not renew my prescriptions? Like, you know, my supplies and catheters and stuff? If you use those, you get power recline. Anyways, I'm sure we'll get it sorted out. I told the doctor, I'm like, what about my previous one? Like, my previous doctor. He got it pushed through, no problems. He's like, well, I can't falsify information, you know, and that's, like, unethical. And I'm like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. That's not what's going on here. I had a wheelchair. It was garbage. I sent it back. Why am I suddenly not able to get a new one? Anyways, more about that later. But we've got this thing set up here so we can play around with the... ooh, the latency is pretty decent. With the voice control in here. And, yeah, so that should be fun. I feel your pain. I know, right? Actually, let me post this in one other spot for no particular reason. And tweet. My order's been held up for almost a year now. I know, dude. You've been talking about it for a while. I just don't understand in my circumstance, though. Like, I had one, and it was garbage, and now I can't get another one. Ugh. I was chatting with some people online, which helped out. I'm in a slightly better mood now. But yeah, anyhow. As per usual, I'm almost out of coffee. I think this will hold me over, though, for a few minutes. Alright, so. So yeah, I was gonna record the video today, but I decided to play around a little bit first before I do that. I'm gonna be using the other computer, just to record the video that I'll publish, but if any of you guys use voice control at all, I wanted to hear some feedback from you guys. If you have any tips or tricks on how this works. I went and bought an iPhone 7 specifically for this video. You can get these things for like 120 bucks on Craigslist. So I think what we're going to do, I'm just going to kind of go through the setup process and kind of play around with it a little bit here. Yes, always with the chill music. Shouldn't be hard to get a new wheelchair. Multiple complaints about. Let's get rid of it. I did switch doctors. Apparently that is something. But he's like, yeah, I was looking through your file and someone put conversion disorder on there and they wanted you to see a psychiatrist and it doesn't look like you ever did that. And it's like, actually, I did see the psychiatrist. And he was so upset about the fact that they even thought I had conversion disorder that somehow affected my spine and my brain and everything else, that he fired my neurologist at the time. He was like, this isn't acceptable. You're not going to be seeing them anymore. That was back at my old health network in like 2015. But after he wrote that letter, nobody in that health network in neurology would see me from that point on. I don't know. It seems pretty cut and dry, but whatever. Okay, so. AT specialist. Okay, cool. So we got Benjamin and we got Jordan here. I know both of you guys use voice control. So I set it up on my main phone, and I'm playing around with it. It's currently providing the internet for the stream, and also it's filled to the gills with personal info. So that's why I went and bought another iPhone. So the way I have my other phone set up, let me just go ahead and run through this here. I have an adaptive touch. Let's see here. What do they call it? I always get it screwed up. Oh, assistive touch. I have assistive touch turned on with a few different shortcuts to like lock the screen and do some other things. And then I added, let's see here. Trying to remember here. Oh, we don't need that many icons. Let's just do 3. So we're going to have this set up to lock the screen because pushing the power button's hard sometimes. And then over here, let's do screenshot because that's also obnoxious. Actually, we need 4 shortcuts. And then device, we'll leave that. And over here, we'll do... I guess I have to enable voice control first. It's gotten really super in-depth with the amount of accessibility stuff that iPhones have now. There we go, voice control. Okay, so... And then let's go back to assistive touch. and add in voice control so I can turn it off easily. There we go. That was probably there before, I just didn't see it. Okay, so now we can turn that on and off easily. Ooh, that makes the screen freak out. Okay, so back to voice control. Let me change some of the settings that I kind of liked. Let's see, overlay, numbers. Oh, so one difference with this phone versus my new one. The new one has Face ID, and it has the ability to basically stop listening if you're not looking at the phone, which is kind of cool if you just set it down. If you pick it back up and it detects you looking at it, then the number overlay turns back on and it starts listening and stuff. And also what's cool is with the HEYSIRI, you can unlock the phone screen without having to touch it too. I just like that on iOS, you can completely control everything on the phone. I've got a Note 9 here, and I played around with the Google equivalent of that. But I ran into a lot of times where I had to still touch the phone, and it didn't work very well with non-Google apps sometimes, so we're just going to focus on the iOS for now. Hey, what's up, Agent Umpqua? Important to have neurology, I know. Warning, it kills your battery. Yeah, so the iPhone 7 and up, I believe, you have to have one that's compatible with the HEYSIRI. I'm not saying it because it'll trigger it. And they have some battery optimizations for that. Although I suppose on this one, it would probably have to be listening all the time. Well, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. It's a little bit different with these older devices versus the newer ones. But yeah, this is one of the Project Red phones, which was kind of cool, I thought. Oh, still uses a ton more power when it's asleep. Okay, wake up. Oh. That's cool. So you can say go to sleep. 6S could not handle it. Yeah. I think 7 and up, they've got it pretty decently set up. Any phone that natively supports listening for the Siri command at all times seems to have a little bit better battery life. But oh, and you can do it by asking Siri too. Cool. Hey Siri, turn on voice control.
Okay, I turned on voice control.
Sweet. 1. Go home. Now how do you... Oh, 14. 14. Ah, okay. 5. 5. Go home. Hey Siri, turn off voice control.
Okay, I turned off voice control.
Sweet. Okay, so that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted to learn a little bit from some of you guys that actually use this. So I hold this upside down. So I can try and get as much info into the video I'm going to make about it. So let's turn it back on. Go to sleep. Okay, so I've got the screen set never to turn off right now. Let's see here. Wake up. Let me try this. Lock screen. Can't do that on this phone. Lock screen. Oh. Okay. Wake up. Hey Siri. Home screen. Okay, so since this doesn't have Face ID, I have to actually... Oh, I've been running into a glitch with this particular phone. Okay, there we go. When I have it plugged in for the screen capture on OBS, it has issues unlocking the screen. Normally it doesn't do that, but yeah, interesting. 7 plus seems to work. Go to sleep. 7 plus seems to work with Siri and voice control, okay, without draining the battery too badly. Oh, not just the number. Okay. Oh, you can't say swipe right or swipe left. Okay. Wake up. So I think 3. I don't think on this one you necessarily have to do that. Go home. Open 17. Open 17. 17. Four. 6. Hey, what's up, weirdo? 6. That might have been the wrong random person. Go home. Tap 11. Scroll down. Swipe down. Oh, swipe up. Swipe up. Okay, so that motion's different than telling it to scroll down. Scroll down. Go home. Go to sleep. Okay, this is really cool. I think it's kind of an untapped thing that a lot of people don't realize about. I mean, obviously you guys that use it know about it. But, let's see. You can't just turn it back on unless you use Siri or... Okay, wait, hang on. If you're making a video and have specific questions, just DM me. Alright, cool. Oh, can you? Wake up. Turn off voice control. 2. Okay, now I'd assume you have to tell Siri to turn it back on. Wake up. Hey Siri, turn on voice control.
Okay, I turned on voice control.
Cool. So there seems to be a lot of different ways to go about, like, every aspect of this, which is kind of neat. Go to sleep. Yeah, so swiping left or right. So, swiping up is what you would do to scroll down. So you can say swipe up or scroll down. But as I just discovered, saying swipe down would scroll up. So yeah, a little bit of a learning curve. Open specific apps. Oh. Or message specific people. Oh, cool. Wake up. Message random person. Send message to random person. Send text. How do you do that? Do I have to be looking at it? Message random person. Open messages. Interesting, it pre-filled part of that text. Delete that. Delete that. Delete all. Home screen. Oh. Go home. Yeah, and I like the little shortcuts that it gives you on top of the screen, too, to kind of help you learn. I don't have contacts enabled on this phone though, so I have like one saved in there, so that might have something to do with it. Hey, what's up, John? So actually, let's go to sleep. Actually, we'll just turn this off. I want to go into the commands thing and see what kind of other stuff we have here. Oh, one more. Yeah, there's a grid thing too, but that seems to block the entire screen. I suppose that would work for web browsing. But yeah. Uppercase that, delete that, move to end, open Apple Pay. Let's see here. Turn on flashlight. I think I gotta have Siri do that. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Turn on flashlight.
Okay, I turned flashlight on.
Hey Siri, turn off flashlight.
Okay, I turned flashlight off.
Go to sleep. So something else that's interesting I've noticed between Android and iOS, the Hey Google stuff seems to interfere with the voice control sometimes, whereas on the iPhone, Siri and voice control seem to kind of coexist pretty well. Can't use it during a phone call. I don't think I can call people on this phone. It's only got a data SIM card in it. I know you can answer the phone. Actually, hang on here. Actually, let's let me pull up a see if we can find something here on the interwebs. It's gonna get a little bit choppy for a minute. Someone's got to have a list of commands. I know you can answer the phone. As far as hanging up, though, I'm not sure how that would work. I know with the ALEXA devices, when you're on phone calls, you can just tell it to do stuff and it still does it. Let's see. Dang, there's extensive commands here. Let's see. The video is going to get super choppy here. Actually, here. Oh, actually, I lied. We can... okay, so what would the command be to call someone? Would you just tell it to call? We can get it... I forgot. We can get it to connect. It'll just give us an error on the cellular side of things. Let me close this. Show control center. Okay. Mine's drunk tonight. It's not working very well. Let's see. I'm going to try a few different things here. Oh, wait, I just turned it off. Make a phone call. Open phone. Dial 503. Interesting. Delete that. Delete all. Go home. 15. $10. Clear text. Delete all. Uh-oh. I got myself into a corner here. $503-299-9999. 15. Okay, it says voice control is no longer listening. Interesting.
For assistance.
Hey Siri. Now, I can summon Siri on my other phone during a phone call. Go home. Go to sleep. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I've done it before. Maybe it was when I was using a Bluetooth headset, though. Anyways, things need to be tested. It's really cool, though. It seems super powerful. Hey, what's up, Skip? Ooh, I just got dizzy. That's fun. Oh, man. Oh, yawn and or stretch. Oh, man. So, short break from that. We got the test bench kind of set up a little bit. I at least got the Permobil motors on it working. Turns out they were just stuck, and I used a pipe wrench. I posted a little 60-second clip on this channel. I was trying to do the new YouTube Shorts thing, but it didn't work the way they said. It's still in beta. It's only fully launched in India, and supposedly if you add hashtag shorts to the video, it's supposed to work, but it didn't, so I don't know. I hate vertical videos. Yeah, so we've got I've got a seat elevator hooked up, and the ICS is plugged in. I forgot to mention when the guy was sending me parts to grab the ICS multiplexer. I've got one around here somewhere. So to get this thing set up, I guess I could just rob it off another chair too. But to get this set up the rest of the way, I need that. But for right now, I have cruise control set up on it, which is kind of neat. Hang on, let me see what's going on behind this. Okay. And I set the timeout on it so it'll go for 4 minutes at a time. I was kind of using it to test these batteries, as it were. But yeah, I'm happy the motors work and they don't seem to be leaking. Like I wasn't sure if they would. I should probably be really careful with that. This would make a very good log splitter. If you get something caught in there, all bets are off. Yeah, I got the seat elevator down there on the floor. You probably can't see it, but the ICS switches are cranky because some of the actuators are not plugged in. But as you can see here, maybe you can't see, we got some blinking lights, but I think these buttons are kind of screwed up. But anyways, so yeah, I've been playing around with that. All I need is that multiplexer, and I can get everything else set up on that. And then I'll work on mounting all the actuators and stuff to the side of that cart. Someone else commented too about sticking a power inverter on there and using it as a backup power supply, which I've actually got a great big power inverter over here I wanted to do that with. And I've got a bunch more actually really good Exide AGM batteries. So I might swap out these questionable ones for those and then put that power inverter on there. Then I've got backup power available as well. Yes, the Arnet beep, exactly. Alright, let's see here. Wake up. Open YouTube. Seems to be doing things. Scroll down. Scroll down. Swipe up. Yeah, it does it at a nice pace. Swipe up. Swipe up. Swipe up quickly. Okay. Oh, and then it's got 2. That is so cool. It integrates with a Google app. Let's see here. 1. Tap 1. How would I get it to touch the video and come up with the controls? Touch 1. Tap 1. 1. Two. 3. Show grid. 6. 5. 5. 6. Oh, you gotta be quick. 6. 6. 6. Not quite. 8. Okay, so there are obviously... How do you guys do it? I know you guys have to use YouTube. Still issues when it comes to video on YouTube app. Okay, good to know. Let's see here. 2. 6. 6. Double tap 1. There we go. Tap 6. Double tap 1. Alright, well there's a solution for that. Wait. Tap 7. Double tap 7. Okay, so I guess you can use double tap. Go home. Go to sleep. Oh. Yeah, I guess if it's playing sound. Wake up. Open YouTube. 7. Volume up. Turn up volume. Yeah, so you have to use a headset, which makes sense. Interesting note. Actually, I should probably be taking notes for some of this. See if I can write today. Nope. We're gonna use the the Notes app on the iPad here. Let's see, new. Trying to think, there was a couple other aha things. Oh. Can turn off PC. Okay. If any of you guys were showing a new user about this, is there anything you would want to say to them? Oh, that text did come through. Random person. All right. Voice command to call for help. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if there's anything you guys would want to say or little things that you found or tips or tricks for specific tasks, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'm wanting to get as much info as I can on all of this. Let's listen to the dulcet tones of an Arnet controller. Oh. Oh, there's no turn signal beep. I thought we were going to get the turn signal beeping. Apparently not. I'd say the system's already well programmed, but there's still some minor issues that need to be adjusted. Yeah. Is there anything that was hard for you to figure out, or things that seemed frustrating right at first? I mean, honestly, just with me starting to screw around with it 2 days ago, I don't feel like I've hit any walls of frustration trying to get the phone to do what I want. On the other hand, Google Voice Access, that sucked. I mean, it kind of worked, but like, I don't know if it's different on a Google branded phone. This is a Samsung Note 9. So, oh, speaking of Samsung, Bixby frickin' Vision. This is interesting. You can have it do several things. So, right now, for example, pause. You can point it at stuff and it'll tell you what it thinks it sees.
Container. Cell phone case. Container.
Container.
Container. Shoe rack.
Shoe rack.
Shoe rack. Shoe rack. Truck. Truck. Table saw. Table saw.
Table saw.
Table saw. Bicycle. Bicycle. Toothbrush. Cell phone. Cell phone. Oscilloscope.
Oscilloscope.
Table saw.
Table saw. It does some other things too. Like it'll read text and also describe a scene. So scene describer. So
Tap the capture button to capture a scene and hear a description of a room with a suitcase.
a room with a suitcase.
person sitting in a room.
Person sitting in a room. Let's point it at the computer.
Tap the capture button to capture a scene and hear a description of it. A desktop computer sitting on top of a laptop.
A desktop computer sitting on top of a laptop. Actually, I guess that's not too bad.
Tap the capture button to capture a pile of luggage sitting on top of a motorcycle.
A pile of luggage sitting on top of a motorcycle.
Tap the capture button to capture a scene and hear a description of it.
Here's the steampunk chair.
A motorcycle is parked on the side of the room.
A motorcycle's parked on the side of the room. Yeah, it's got some interesting stuff. It does
Tap
text
the capture button to
text reading and stuff too, which is kind of neat. But yeah, it'll also identify colors and do other random things like that. You think Android's way better when it comes to voice control? Really? What phones have you used it on? I'm curious. Yeah, I guess for vision impaired. Something else interesting too with the iPhone, it disables the HEY Siri, but you can set it up now to listen for things like knocks at the door, fire alarms, crying babies, dogs barking. So I guess if you're deaf, actually here, I'll just show you in the settings. Sound recognition. Guess I could re-aim the camera a little bit. So it'll search for baby crying, water running, door knock, doorbell, car horn, appliances, cat, dog, siren, smoke, or fire, which is kind of interesting. And I guess it like flashes the screen or vibrates or something. Hey Siri, turn on voice control.
Okay, I turned on voice control.
Go home. 2. 3. 10. Zoom in. Go to sleep. I may have left this note for my DME inside the Quantum Forefront at one point. They, if you notice, there's like bolts and screws up on top. I had to add those. One of the times when they were in there, they snapped off the mounts for those Anderson connectors. And one of the wires was bent so badly that I had to replace it. Things like that are probably why I don't get along with DMEs sometimes. Hey, what's up, Stormtrooper? How can it detect fire alarms? I guess just listening to things. Can I simulate that? Ooh, I can. Okay, hang on here. So I think turning this on disables Hola Siri. Let's see, sound recognition, turn it on. Sounds, fire, smoke. I guess we'll say fire. Okay, here we go. Listening for Hola Siri will resume after sound recognition has been turned off. Okay. Actually, let's enable all 3 of these. And okay. Knock, knock. Doorbell. Okay, I'm not sure how this works. How does knocking work? Let's, This is how you're supposed to use multimeters, right? Wake up. Oh, I had voice access turned on. Or voice control. Okay. So it doesn't recognize that as anything. Okay, nothing there. It's probably really good for the multimeter. Shield your ears. I'm going to set off a carbon monoxide detector, I guess. Oh, yeah, actually, car horn. Good idea. Hang on. Jesus, that's loud. Okay, iPhone. I'm choking on carbon monoxide. Why can you not hear me? Do we have car horn turned on? I apologize to your eardrums if that came through as loud as it actually was. I wonder if there's something weird because, hey Siri. Because it's plugged in? Well, so this was designed originally for the iPhone 13 and up, which has different neural processing and blah, 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 such and such buzzwords. So I don't know on the 7 how it works, but it doesn't seem to be working. There's something that says appliances here. Do you have to restart the phone? Unplug it? Okay, let's restart this heifer. Anyways, we'll give that a minute to lick its wounds and see if it comes back to life. That seemed like a fail. This should be interesting. I just got a message from the doctor. I think I can do this from my phone while I'm using it to stream. Oh my gosh. So I had a private therapist that I private paid for like, since I was like 23 years old. That person retired, but I self-paid because I didn't want the records connected. That had nothing to do with... I started seeing her before I was in a chair. But that had nothing to do with conversion disorder or anything. He's saying he wants the records from that, which was completely unrelated. I spoke with neurology. They will contact you to schedule an in-person appointment. Okay, so that's something. Problem is, my records got so screwed up from those previous idiots. I'm being friendly. That any new doctor I go to see has these preconceived notions about things, and they're just kind of like, well, here, they're exactly like this. What is it that you want? Okay, let's start this phone back up. Turn on, dang it. Okay, we'll give that a minute. I almost ripped the internet out of the stream. Good times. Enter the passcode. Let's see if sound recognition still is on. Your phone will continually listen for certain sounds, and using on-device intelligence will notify you when sounds may be recognized. Sound recognition should not be relied on in circumstances where you may be harmed, injured, in high risk for emergency situations or for navigation. But it'll detect fire and everything else. Let's just turn on all of this. Water running. Actually, we'll turn that one off. Hey, there we go. A knock has been recognized. So I guess I had to reboot. Okay, hang on. I need to check the outside cameras. There's some crazy winter oddness going on. Or it's supposed to snow or something, and I hear a bunch of stuff like blowing by out front there. Let's see. Oh, by the way, the microphones are stupid sensitive. Hello. Can you hear me? Normally it comes through. iPhone didn't hear that. Anyways. It's not snowing out there yet. It is a little bit blustery, though. Actually, how cold is it? Winter storm warning. Oh, it says medium snow for the hour. Ah, it's 31 degrees, but it feels 20. BRB. Hey, what's up, Doc? How's it going? Yeah, bad mood. Doctors say I don't need a wheelchair, or I'm not qualified, or something. I don't know, whatever. At least they're going to let me talk to neurology now. Oh, I hate finding and talking to new neurologists, though. Back when I was with that old health network, my records got so screwed up. The second anyone says conversion disorder, which is insane to even suggest. All they have to do is look at some of the MRI imaging, or hell, even the x-rays. You can see stuff in x-rays and CT scans. Yeah, and I told so, Doc, I get the forefront, it's garbage, I send it back. I'm working on getting a new chair. They're like, oh, you have to go through the whole process again. So I have a new doctor now. He calls me earlier today, and he's like, yeah, so you don't qualify for anything. We might be able to get you a power chair, but probably not. But if we do, you won't get any seating functions. And I was like, what gives? My previous doctor put it through, and it was approved by insurance in less than a week. And then he goes into saying that it's unethical to falsify information. And I'm like, whoa, hang on. I'm sitting in a power chair right now that's a loaner, or whatever this thing is. It's a dumpster chair. And you sign paperwork for repairs on things. You sign paperwork for all the supplies I use to go to the bathroom and refill my meds. And you prescribe stuff for autonomic dysreflexia. which does not happen unless you have a spinal cord injury or some sort of serious neurological issue. Sorry, I thought I was done with all this, but anyways. That's how it was with this new doctor. It took 90 minutes of talking to him, and finally I saw the light come on in his head. And he realized that, well, again, I kind of forgot to apply for disability or government benefits. So, whoever I'm trying to scam, he just realized, finally, partway after 90 minutes of talking to him, that, oh, this guy does need a wheelchair, and he does have problems. Mind you, just the Tourette's is enough to get on disability. I don't want to be on disability, for other reasons that would take too long to explain, but I have no words. So yeah, that's the bad mood. And so we've been playing around with voice control, by the way, Doc. And I know a couple of the people in the chat here use voice control on their iPhones. And I'm going to be making a video about it on the main channel, so I wanted to get some more people's input and also just kind of play around with it. But right now, though, we were trying to use a sound recognition. Okay, let's try this again. What does a normal knock sound like? Maybe it has to be really close to the phone. Okay, there we go. A sound has been recognized that may be an appliance beep. So I guess that could have been a microwave. Hey Siri, turn on voice control. Oh, I forgot. We've got sound recognition on. Anyways, enough of that. It seems to be garbage on the iPhone 7. Anyways, it worked really well on my newer iPhone. Hey Siri. I'll have to turn on voice control.
Okay, I turned on voice control.
17. Delete that. Delete all. 6. 6. 10. 7. Will it come through? Hey, there it is. Go home. Go to sleep. So yeah, that's... I don't know. I think it's really, really cool. And it hasn't been frustrating at all. Super picky for knocking sounds. I know. I think the microphones are not nearly as sensitive on this. I know even Ola Siri, you have to be pretty close to the phone for it to work. On my other one, it works a long ways away. But let's try this. And there's even music in the background. Hey Siri. 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 Oh, voice control's on. That shouldn't matter. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's happening here? Hey Siri. Hey Siri, turn on voice control.
Okay, I turned on voice control.
Hey Siri. What time is it? Oh wait, no, don't do that.
It's 5.
I forgot. For some reason on that phone, when you ask what time it is, it shows your location on the screen. I tried turning it off, but for some reason it was doing that. Hey Siri. Never mind. Hey Siri. Never mind.
Okay.
Hey Siri. Cancel.
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that it's glitchy on the iPhone 7. But it seems to definitely a problem with the sound recognition for sure. Yeah. Let's look at some comments. 11. One. 4. 2. 3. 8. 'Ooh, a glitch. Show grid. 17. 6. 3. 3. 1. 1. Okay, this works really well. Swipe up. 8. 12. This thing does have iOS 14 on it, though. It's got the most recent version. I'm assuming it just has to do with the hardware. Oh, really? If it wasn't used in 4 hours, that sucks. 4. 10. 11. 11. That's not an option on this. 1. 1. 5. 7. 100% dudes watching. 1. 11. Hey, we got Canada in there. Oh, Canada and the United Kingdom are tied. Wait, other. Or 8. What is this other at 31%? Weird. Go home. Go to sleep. One of the best inventions besides... Oh, wait. I left a letter with the FPS. They got back to me saying their dogs are only trained for EOD. Oh, lame. Well, it makes sense though that FPS wouldn't necessarily do narcotic stuff, and an EOD dog can be cross-trained for narcotics with an EOD modifier. So, like, say they're running around an airport, they don't want them to rip into something, so they could train them to alert on drugs, for example. By the way, this is another random conversation. It may not make sense to everyone, but yeah, so they could have an EOD dog do that and just alert differently for different things. But yeah, that makes sense. Who can listen to hear me 40 feet without shouting? Yeah, the Alexa in the kitchen. I think I did in a video where I was testing the microphones, and I called and then patched the audio into the video. And with me sitting out here in the garage, it could still hear me perfectly. Like, it was crazy how good the microphone arrays are on those things now. Trying to shorten my comment. Saved my butt when my chair died. Wait, what saved you? Oh, the Google. Gotcha. Yeah, so that was my thing with the Apple Watch originally. I don't have cellular service on this anymore because with my new provider, it was stupid expensive. But that was a thought, is if my phone gets destroyed or damaged. Well, that's the thing. Even though I don't have cellular service on this, I can still call 911. So if my phone gets lost or destroyed or whatever, I still have this thing on my wrist that I can call people with, which is great. Even if my phone's not around. But yeah, having all the smart home garbage makes a big difference too. I was going to send a message to someone, but it would leak its info, I think. The fan on your laptop fired... Oh, that's the furnace. It turned on for whatever reason. Oh, I don't think I have the fireplace turned up all the way. That's probably why. Remember, the furnace doesn't run during the day. No, it's not Canada first. It's Canada and the UK. You guys are tied. 4.4%. Yeah, so having the smart wiretaps is kind of handy. Wake up. Take a picture. Hey Siri, take a selfie. Oh, it doesn't have the countdown timer. 10. Wow, look at all that stuff. Go home. Sorry. As well as this works, it's just the coolest thing ever. Like, seriously. Yeah. John, if you're still watching. Eh? I know I've got Ryan pondering it too. Although he's already got an iPhone. Yeah, I might play around with the Google. Let's see here. I don't have a way to screen capture this easily on a Mac. Where is it? I forget what it's even called. Scrolling through things. Oh, search history maybe? No. What's the app called on Android? For the Google speech assistant or whatever. Take a screenshot. Hey. 15. 7. I think I missed it. Go home. Take a screenshot. 16. 2. Okay. Go home. Take a screenshot. 14. $13. $18. Show grid. 14. Swipe right. We drew a line. 19. Uh-oh. Whoa. 144. Seven. Show grid. 19. Swipe left. We can draw lines. Show grid. Show grid. 18. Swipe diagonally. Swipe 5 to 3. Oh, okay. Drag 7 to 3. Hey! It's an Etch-a-Sketch. That's cool. 1. 4. 5. 3. Random person. 7. 11. Go home. So yeah, it takes a little bit of screwing around, but it works. I mean, seriously. So there we go. We've got a thing with a few little marks scratched on it. I don't know. It just seems exciting to me. Apple Watch is great for tracking heart rate for mini seizures. Yep. Yeah, and the, like I mentioned before, the heart rate variability. I still need to send you a link to that. Remind me later, Jordan. You know you want it, John. Yeah. Echo. So you going to buy an iPhone or what?
Got it. Should I send it?
Send.
Sending from there.
Okay. We just pinged John. Hey, what's up, Ben? Yeah, we were attempting to go Etch-a-Sketch on the screenshot and draw things on the screen. Kind of neat. So yeah, sound recognition not so hot on the iPhone 7. It's a little glitchy, which makes sense. I don't know how old that phone is, but some amount. Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out what's the name of the Google equivalent. Was it voice control? Oh, voice access.
New message. John said. Received just now.
He says, I don't know, it's getting more and more tempting. Oh, voice access. There it is. Accessibility settings, turn on. Services, voice access, on. Turn off secure boot. You have to turn off secure boot for this to work? Show numbers. 2. Go to sleep. Nine. Four. Go home. All right, so it seems similar-ish. Stop listening. Wake up. Start listening. Yeah, so on this one, it may be set up weird, but you have to tap the little thing to get it to listen again. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more and see. But, yeah. I mean, it seems to work with basic functions, if nothing else. Hang on, I have to... Probably going to use... Well, not having secure boot on this phone on will break some of my logins. Anyways, I'll deal with that later. But yeah, it's called voice access on Android. So you can play around with that or whatever, I guess. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Time for the pros versus the noobs. Elaborate on that, Jordan. Oh yeah, Apple is the pros. Yeah, so someone I know was part of that voice access Android beta program a while back. Actually a number of years ago. But it's not in beta anymore, apparently, so I would assume that they're trying to compete with Apple and everyone else and make it decent. So I'll play around with it a little bit more and see. But I think for the video, I'm probably just going to focus on the iOS version. I might mention the Android one just a little bit. I have my chargers on smart home so I can turn them on and off since they don't have switches. Yeah, they don't really pull that much when they're not being used, but yeah, I hear you. Yeah, in terms of wearable, the Apple Watch can't be beat. Yeah. Oh. Apple Watch voice control. I wonder, that would probably... Well, no. Because you can do Hola Siri on this thing, too, and it didn't affect the battery. Oh, wait. It turns on the microphones when you lift it up, and then it starts listening, instead of having them on all the time. So maybe it does the same thing with that. I don't think there's a way to screen share an Apple Watch onto the computer. Echo, turn on the farm. You want to hear some fans? I don't know if that's coming through on the microphone. There may be some crypto mining occurring that I'm using to heat the garage. There's a bunch of hardware up there. I've got all that set up on smart home too, to monitor how much power it's using. And also turn it on and off remotely. Echo, turn off the farm. Echo, turn off the beer. I changed the name of it, and she hasn't updated it yet. But yeah, so I can monitor the power it's using and turn it on and off and stuff. But, yeah. Oh, the music stopped. What device was I playing music from? Oh, it was this. Aw, yeah. Yeah, that's purely just to heat the garage because it's so cold outside. And it uses significantly less power than that thing does. Which, by the way, more fan noise. Echo, turn on the heater. You'll see it jiggle a little bit. See, it's like moving. So all that garbage pulls about 800 watts. That thing pulls like 1575. Echo. Turn off the heater. So at night I fire that stuff up, and it heats the garage overnight, and it pays for the electricity. Freaking spaceship, yeah. Still waiting for a custom... Hey, Google command. Sometimes OK Boomer works. If you say it enough, you can do OK Boomer, and it'll usually respond. Hey, what's up, Jason? Right to repair! I know, right? Yeah, medical equipment's kind of a weird, like, exemption when it comes to right to repair stuff. They were trying to use it for repairing phones, saying that some phones pair to hearing aids, and hearing aids are medical devices, and all this other stuff, so they were really stretching. How's it going, astronaut? Hang on a second here. Let me look at something. Oh yeah, I wonder if it's snowing yet. It's supposed to dump some snow. Dump some heavy amounts of snow. 3 to 6 inches. Everyone freaks out about snow around here. They don't know what it is. Where did I just see fish sticks? Dang it, I'm gonna have to cook the rest of those fish sticks. Ugh, they're so good. Hang on, I've got a picture of snow. Well, this isn't a huge amount, but this is up north in like the Seattle area currently. Looks like we've got maybe 6-7 inches, something like that. Yeah, Portland freaking shuts down anytime it snows. Wait. This music is so swanky. No, what was the worst was saying, okay, Lagoogly. For some reason, I don't know, saying that out loud, I said it weird so I don't trigger your things, but I don't know. So I started with, hey, Google, and I don't know. It just feels weird saying okay and then whatever. 3 feet over the last week. Where are you? Like Google, you got your Google thing to pull off, wait, a Canadian joke? Something. Copyright. Oh, so that's the other thing. Papa Murphy's, the pizza chain, they've been doing crustless pizzas now, which is basically just a pizza casserole. It's all the pizza stuff mashed into a pan, and you throw it in the oven and whatever. 7 feet, holy cow. 17 in Missouri. Yeah, you guys get snow out there for sure. But they charge $16 for this tray of pizza casserole. So I went to the store. I spent 65 bucks, but I bought all of the stuff to make about 20 of those things. And oh, it's been so good. Most other people, like, if you're not used to the... I hate using the word keto because I'm not keto. But anything similar to that. Boy, will it make your stomach cranky. I had someone over here and I gave them like a little bit of it and they were just like, where is the bathroom? There's so much grease and fat, but maybe I'll do fish sticks. Oh, dang it. Now I want fish sticks and the pizza thing. I think those two combined, though, might be death in a pan. Anyways, so that's what I've been excited about recently. 30 centimeters. Anytime someone says centimeters and they're talking about a measurement, I immediately think of, like, the, what do they call that place where babies are born at the hospital? whatever. Because I always measure in centimeters. And I'm not used to centimeters. Like, I can think, okay, 30 centimeters, that's, okay, I roughly figure out how long that is. But for centigrade versus Fahrenheit, I can't really do that as well. I know 0 is 32 degrees in Fahrenheit. But then it's not a linear scale. So, yeah, I don't know. I like the metric system, though, because, well, Abe Simpson is, what was it? My car gets 39 rods to the hog's head, and that's the way I likes it. The metric system is the tool of the devil. But no, as far as science and math, metric's definitely the way to go, but... Talking about food again. You just went to bed? Ah, dang. Charlie Brown vibes? Yeah, right. Tried the pizza, made my own 5 times bigger for $5. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Their pizzas are $12, but they charge more when you don't get the crust. And, like... Oh, wait, I think the picture's on this phone. And they're not even that big. Like, you can pound one of those on a single sitting, like, no questions asked. How do I... Okay, here we go. Alright, look away from the screen. Fish sticks! Where's the... Oh, here we go. So, turning up brightness. For $16, you get that little tray. It looks like a decent amount on there, but it's really not. So, I do my own version. iPhones can put anyone in a good mood. Hey, what's up, Daywaste? Yeah, we're playing around with voice control. I'm going to be making a video about it. But yeah. 17. 7. Hey, what's up, loser? 6. Go home. Open camera. Switch camera? Selfie camera? 10. 9. 8. 7. 5. Swipe left. Oh, 2. Oh, wait. Show grid. Swipe from 24 to 22. Swipe 24 to 22. Swipe 24 left. Oh. Swipe left 24. Show grid. Swipe left 24. See, we're learning. 2. 8. 5. Ooh. 5. Come on, phone, you can do it. Yeah, 1. 1. 6. Random person. 5. It's weird how the numbers jump occasionally. Oh, delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete all. Random person. 5. 8. Go home. It's just so awesome to me. You can meme those easily. I know, right? Oh, take picture. Take picture. Open camera. Take picture. Take video. Video. 7. 7. Show grid. Tap 22. Yeah. Show grid. 22. Tap 7. Go home. Yeah, so once you know how it works, there's ways to do pretty much anything, it seems like. But open YouTube. Open YouTube. I do have music blasting there, and this microphone's not very good on this old phone. 10. 10. And it is interesting to note that you do have to wear a headset if you want it to still hear you and be able to hear the audio. Is that how that works? Will it listen with the phone and then the audio comes through the headset? One. Show grid. 6. Double tap 3. One. Show grid. 6. Double tap 3. There we go. Getting it to pause, that's the trick. Voice control pisses you off. Here's the question. Have you used it on Android or iPhone? Obviously, it's not perfect on the iPhone. It's pretty close, in my opinion, for the 2 days I've been just playing around with it. On the Samsung, But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're just kind of playing around with this and getting some input from some people. Just for those of you that came into chat recently. Let's see, what other cool things can we do? Go home. Help. Show commands. Ooh. Go to sleep. Ooh, shake device. Wake up. Reboot device. Yeah, 2. 2. Okay, let's see if we can wake this thing back up once it reboots without touching it. I do have Touch ID turned on, and there is that weird glitch with this iPhone 7 where when it's screen sharing, the home screen won't open, but let's see what happens here. Laptop on Windows. Oh, yeah. Yeah, on Windows, I don't know if you're watching, Malcolm. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Wake up. Hey, Siri. I think I have Siri disabled when it's locked. Voice control will not work. Let's try something here. Let me make sure Siri is enabled when it's locked. And, oh yeah, it says it left Siri unlocked. Hey Siri, turn on voice control.
Okay, I turned on voice control.
Go home. So with that Face ID, getting into your phone is a little tricky. With my 12 Max, having it sitting where it can see me, don't have to touch it at all, even after it reboots or whatever. Yeah, I don't think he's in chat right now, but there's someone that uses Dragon Naturally Speaking with his computer. He just ordered a new headset to play around with. I don't know, as far as controlling Windows, how all that works. But I know him, and there's one other person I know of that uses it pretty extensively. Actually, let me send him a message real quick. Check those messages in just a minute here. Oh, we have a new request. C500. Access short circuit. It's turned off. I'll reply to that person later. Oh, you are watching. Okay. You can answer on here if you want. How do you control a Windows computer easily with voice? Is there a way to do that? You can type it in chat or type it on here. It's up to you. Yeah, Android voice control. Download Google's Voice Access if you're using an Android phone. And I think voice control on Android is different than the Voice Access app. Yeah, what are you in a bad mood for? Doctor's telling me I don't need a wheelchair. They called me earlier, and they're like, hey, so we might be able to get you a chair, but we can't get any power functions, and certainly not a Group 3 rehab chair, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I had a chair, it was broken, so we sent it back, and I'm trying to get a replacement, and now you tell me I don't need a chair? I mentioned my previous doctor, and he goes into this stuff about how, what's the term he used? Misrepresenting, or, my vocabulary's gone away. Basically, lying to say things work is unethical, and it's like, I didn't do any of that. You can talk to my previous doctor. But yeah, so I'm dealing with that now. I sent a message to the lawyer. And, why did it hide that? So yeah, I sent a message to my lawyer, and I'm gonna get them in the loop now. Because, seriously, what the hell? Like I was saying before, like, you know, they renew prescriptions on monthly supplies, and meds that I use for autonomic dysreflexia, and he's even referred me to a cardiologist for the dysreflexia, and all this other stuff, so it's like, what are you talking about? There was some mention of conversion disorder from years ago on my file, which clearly wasn't accurate. They wanted me to see a psychiatrist, which I did. Psychiatrist was like, these people need to get their heads checked. And he fired my neurologist at the time because the fact... He was more pissed off than I was. But he was basically like, I can't believe it. He's like, he was fairly new to that health network from back then. And I just remembered I didn't plug my chair in last night. He's like, they try to use it as a dismissive thing. They say, okay, you have conversion disorder, go home. He's like, what they should do, if they actually think it's conversion disorder, is treat you for it. But that's not what they do. He's like, I'm seeing a lot of this. So he's like, I'm going to make sure you don't see any of those neurologists again. And then from that point on, at that health network, I couldn't get anyone to see me. So I switched. I had another doctor that was great. But then my insurance, at the beginning of last year, was like, oh, you can't see this doctor anymore. So I had to get another new one. And spent 90 minutes convincing him that I'm not a crazy person. It's like, my dudes, just look at the imaging. That's all you gotta do. But now this, so it's, whatever. I awakened my PC and used drag and dictate. Oh, okay. So it uses drag and dictate apparently to control the computer, the PC. Oh, by the way, text message. That's Lou from Unbox Therapy style right there. The most flattering camera angle ever. So yes, that all equals slightly bad mood. But I was able to chat with some people online. Day Waste, you probably know who I'm talking about. And we talked about car stuff for a while, and they got me in a better mood. And I wanted to play around with the voice control stuff and get some input from everyone. So that's kind of what we're doing here. I don't think the DME is involved in this yet. My doctor got the order from the physical therapist and was working on the justification paperwork. So I don't think the DME is involved at all. My seating clinic appointment went really well. We had an insurance company representative there, my therapist, the DME, and even a rep from Permobile. And we all got everything figured out the justifications for everything, and the therapist sent it to my doctor. And I think that's where we're smashing our faces against a brick wall right now. Yes, so now you can answer calls. So you've got the iPhone XR 14.4. Can you hang up a call, or can you... Yeah, can you disconnect a call? I tried it earlier and it didn't work, and some other people were saying it doesn't work. I feel like on my new phone, the 12 Max or whatever, I feel like you can summon Siri when you're on a call, but I can't remember. They've all given you the black label. No, dude, my medical file is a black label. If they, like... So when I left the previous help network, they hadn't digitized everything yet. They literally had one of those banker boxes full of paperwork. It was like 4 reams of paper. That was my medical records. Obviously that's all been digitized now, but when I got the new doctor, I had to talk through a lot of it and explain a lot of stuff. And finally it clicked in his mind. But maybe that click didn't stick. It wasn't a latching transistor. Because I think he's forgotten about that. When I was on the phone with him, at one point he did say, "Oh yeah, I remember you saying such and such about this and that now." So, if you open my medical record and just try to look through stuff, it's going to look like someone that's trying to scam the system. Which, like I keep mentioning, the system that's being scammed, I forgot to scam. So, wait. Got me a little bit steamy earlier. I've had all that happen to me before. Yeah. Getting my new power chair any day. Sweet. I forget, which one were you getting, Jason? I feel like it was some sort of 5 Series for Mobile, or maybe a 3. I don't remember, though. Or was it a mid-wheel? So yeah, fun stuff. Oh, I'm sure they all talk, though. I'm sure when they open up my stuff, they just pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, what's up with this dude guy? Like, what's happening here?" The last neurologist appointment I had before I went to see the psychiatrist ended with the neurologist slamming her office door in my face. Just to give you some idea of... Well... I may have uttered the danger phrase. You should probably do your job. But there was already shouting occurring in my direction before. Anyways, yeah, it's... I know, no courtesy even say thank you. F3, sweet. Yeah, Permobile even brought an F5 for me to check out at the seating clinic appointment. It was the older style one, but he was showing me the differences between them and stuff. Plus, my Quantum Forefront, the way I got it, was technically a Group 4 chair. If I don't need a chair at all, how on earth did they pay for that? And my old Amy Systems chair was Group 4. I was only one of 2 people that health network ever paid for that brand of chair with. So I think it's a matter of talking to the right people. And you can't expect a doctor to remember things, but I would certainly expect that in his little private notebook, he would write something to the effect of, ignore the records, or something to jog his memory. Yeah. I'm pissed because I thought I was through all this. When I left the old health network, things had changed. My old doctor that I liked a lot last year, I came in, he sits down and he's like, so what's going on? I looked at your medical records and they're clearly not accurate. Or he's like, maybe there is some truth in there, but I don't know what to believe at this point. Tell me what's going on. Give me your brief history. And I did. And he was like, all right, cool. Makes total sense. He asked me a few questions. We went over a few things. And he's like, yeah, okay. Now I know what to look for in your medical records. And what to ignore. Simple. Plain, like, clear cut. Plain and simple. But yeah, getting new doctors and stuff is just like, eh. I'm just thankful that I have a garage full of wheelchairs that I can use temporarily. This F3 is still killing my back with the current seating that's on it. But at least I have something to use. I don't know what in the hell would happen if I didn't have equipment to use. I mean, I get messages from, well, my chair powered off. I haven't moved in 30 minutes. That almost never happens. I get messages from people in other countries all the time. You know, where they don't have, well, whatever. But they're just trying to find a chair and make it work. You know, and, yeah, I don't know. It's just, well, even other people in other parts of the U.S., too, they have so much trouble trying to get stuff. And it's like, okay, well, I got a chair covered, but I can't take it outdoors. So I got this other one so I can go to the store with it, you know, and it has such and such problem, or, you know, how can we fix this or whatever. So Oregon is fairly well set up for this type of stuff. But when you go back east and stuff, it's a bit different. So I don't know. It's all just head explosion emoji. Finally got Dragon Extra Speaking fired up. Use it for the dictation on the PT and some basic commands. Dictation very good. Cool. How's that new headset working out? I feel personally responsible if that headset that you bought doesn't work very well. But yeah. Several had me as a female. Don't you love just random paperwork errors? Or even things like that, where it's like, how does that even happen? Oh, man. I need to charge everything. Yeah, I got up this morning, and normally, as I'm getting up and I'm not exactly paying attention, I unplug my chair. And then occasionally I'm like, wait, was that plugged in? And I look at the battery gauge and it's full. But this morning, I got up and I was like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure my chair wasn't plugged in. Because I have to do this weird maneuver to get the cord tucked out of the way where it doesn't get wrapped around the wheels. I looked at the battery gauge and it was down a couple bars. So yeah, that needs to be charged. And the iPad's at 11%. I haven't charged... Wait, let's see how long it's been since I charged this thing. Settings. Battery. Last 10 days. Oh, I haven't had this thing plugged in since Monday. This is Thursday. That's not too bad. I don't know, battery seems to last a while. I've been doing a lot of full screen stuff, though, and playing YouTube and things. Anyways. Thoughts of, or visions of fish sticks. Kanye West. South Park. Fish sticks and, pizza casserole are dancing around in my head. And I feel like my speech is, or my ability to go through the library of words in my brain and make them come out of my mouth is being diminished, so... I love how I say an overly complex statement to say something simple that has to do with me not being able to talk. Anyways, I should probably go eat or something. Oh, wait, see here. Reading chat. Not only the person in Vermont with a VS. Yeah. Now arguing with the same DME because it's at a regular permeable back. I need a full contour. You need the direct, it's called, oh, I can't think of the name of it. The direct backrest adapter is the specific term, I believe. Yeah, direct backrest adapter is what you need. I don't see them on eBay very often. Battery low. Okay, go away. Kelly. I tried to dictate in the chat window and it was all garbled. Huh. Jeez. You wonder, how does the world not implode? Like, seriously. Like, there's just so much stuff. Like, I think it was Adam Carolla was talking about, like, when he was a kid, he assumed, like, adults, like, had their shit together. Like, you know, when you get older, people are adults, they know what they're doing. But then you get older and then you realize, nobody knows what the hell's going on. Everyone's terrible at their jobs. Like, yeah. It's truly astounding how the world keeps doing whatever it does. Oh, yeah. I keep thinking of you and that 18650 charger. I've actually been using it. I'll have to do an update video on that thing. But yeah, it charges NIMH batteries pretty good. Been using it for the 18650s. Short review, pretty solid device. I don't think I linked it in that last video. But yeah, I'll have to make an update on that. I've actually got some other... I'm going to do a lithium battery safety part 2 or something. But I've got another pack over here I want to take apart. And I was thinking about doing a video about wheelchair jump packs, where you plug in your 24 volts into this and then you can move your chair around or whatever. But as I started thinking about it, I started thinking about people that have tried to sue me in the past and how everything on YouTube gets taken out of context. And I realized it was probably a very, very bad idea. So then my thought was, let's make a video about why wheelchair jump packs are a bad idea and show exactly how it can fry cables and stuff. But anyways, this battery pack that's over here, it was out of a hoverboard that someone sent me. And I was going to see if I could get that set up for 24 volts and use that for the testing purposes for the wheelchair jump pack. So, jump packs are legitimate. If you need to move your chair a couple feet, very slowly without you sitting in it, or if there's no batteries in it, or they're completely dead and you need to elevate the seating to get to the batteries, perfect use cases for that. But, I know the second I make a video talking about jump packs, people are going to be like, oh, my battery dies all the time. Let me plug this in my lap and go driving around, and then everything starts smoking. So, that's my thing too. Like, I'm not worried about getting sued, but I don't want to put information out there that's going to have people watch 3 seconds of it, take it out of context, not watch the rest, and then put themselves in a bad situation where their chair's on fire or something, or, you know, blow out fuses or wiring. Well, case in point, hang on, just a second. I caught this rat creeping around the garage earlier. This is a Quantum Q-Logic 1 joystick. These were only ever designed to work with a 5 amp charger. Want to see what happens when you use an 8 amp charger? Look how that's all burned. So, I don't like putting out information that can be easily taken out of context or put thoughts in people's heads about doing things that are dangerous, or if not even dangerous, but will get them stuck, or their only chair gets ruined somehow or something. Now, granted, I'm not responsible for what idiot people... My viewers are not idiots. Sorry. I'm not responsible for what people do. But, at the same time, I've been learning that I need to be careful about stuff like that. All that being said, lithium battery review, yes. I'm going to talk... I'll make another video and talk about the charger. And then I've got this other pack over here we're going to play around with. that might involve some ghetto spot welding on the batteries. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. I haven't forgotten. I understand the inbuilt voice recognition in Windows 10 is reasonably good. I'll have to try that. Yeah, I've never messed with voice anything on Windows before. Unfortunately, most of those people are in Congress. Oh, God. No politics. No politics. Use your link on Amazon for the charger. Oh, yeah. 24 volts. Jump pack. Yep. And not stupid necessarily, but there is a very real thing of knowing enough to be dangerous. Because if you're plugging stuff into this joystick and you get the polarity wrong or do something, you're going to fry something instantly. Or set fire to things. So yeah, there's just a lot of things. And Dan taken out of context, I know, right? Not good with open office. Yeah, I gotcha. So, if I talk about something like that, I have to do it at the right angle. And those are the videos I have to make notes for. And make sure I, do points pretty specifically. Oh, this thing's still listening. Hey Siri, turn off voice access.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Okay. Which is why, when I put these stupid big tires on this steampunk chair, I was so happy that I rolled that thing in the front yard 90 seconds after building it. Because it became instantly obvious to everyone that you've got to be careful. I have mentioned that video to a few people that are wanting to build off-road chairs. And they're like, yeah, that thing doesn't look safe. There's no way that's going to work for me. So, I'm very happy that happened. Yeah, so like I said, YouTube's an interesting thing. I like to get information out there and tell people how to do stuff, but I've been finding you got to be really careful. Electrical burns are bad, yeah. And not even not using logic, but just not having the underlying knowledge needed to know that using paper clips, being jammed in here doing stuff to connect things, or just jamming wires in to connect up lights, why that is potentially a bad idea. It's like you've got 75 amp hours or whatever of potential sitting in this thing, and you're connecting this little tiny wire that's just going to melt or light on fire or do something, like that's the thing. Like, I've always thought to get a driver's license you should be required to take and pass a basic physics course. And someone else I know was talking about, like, cars have all these safety systems now and like lane avoidance stuff and anti-collision stuff and all that. Say 1 out of every 1,000 or 10,000 vehicles made, instead of having an airbag inside the airbag on the steering wheel, just have it be filled with razor blades. And make sure everyone knows that. Pretty sure they'd be a lot more careful as they're driving around. Obviously, you can't do something like that, but that's the thought process. Like, oh, I've got airbags, I got lane assist, I got whatever. I don't have to worry about paying attention, Anyways. Talk about rambling. I'm going to go cook some food, I think. And I appreciate you guys helping me out with the voice access stuff. It's really cool. And you guys helped me learn a few things with that as well. I can deal with ignorance, but if I show you and tell you why, and then you're... Yeah, exactly. Or people that say, oh, hey, how do you do this? And then you tell them. And they're like, oh, well, that's not what the internet said. It's like, wait. Did you want advice or did you just want to argue? Anyways, I'll leave you with that. I'm going to go cook some food. I'm going to play around. I don't know. I was all ready to make a video about this today, but then I realized I want to do a little more research and make sure I'm being as inclusive as I can with the information on this. I think I've got enough info now, but it might not be the next video, but here soon I'm going to do one about that on the main channel. But yeah. Smelled it in time to have... Oh, yeah. Right? And that's the thing, too. Like, just when the chairs are being built, or things can happen. that's no one's fault. You know? Yeah, wheelchair fires. Crazy, right? Anyways, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. See you later, Stormtrooper, Kelly, Ray, Jason, Ben, Charles. Yeah, take it out of context. That's right. Anyways, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and thanks for helping me become in a better mood and play around with this thing. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later.